folks, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I'm doing a gift request today. You saw the title. It's Jason Eady's song, I'll Sure Be Glad When I'm Gone. Of course, you think, oh my gosh, is this guy have a death wish? But it could be gone from a relationship, could be gone from a job. I don't know, it could be gone from a town. I don't know. But Roger Smith, thank you for this gift, my friend. This is good stuff. And it is pronounced, as I understand it, you guys have educated me that it's pronounced Jason Eady, not Eddie or any other pronunciation. Also, just as a side note, some folks who are new to reaction videos, and there are still a lot of folks that haven't discovered them out there, is that one, of course, a reaction is for the purpose of reacting. It's not for the purpose of just listening. You also can't hold your thoughts all to the end of the video because there are just too many that you get, especially if you have an active brain like me. So there's a balance to be struck between how often we stop the videos, and I usually stop it once, maybe twice if something is so compelling, and some songwriters are compelling. Jason Eady happens to be one of them. I don't know what the song is going to be like, but another thing to keep in mind is that the artists sometimes see the reactions, and they're curious not to rehear the song themselves because they've performed it 1,000 times, they know the song, they want to hear the commentary. So anyway, that just gives you an idea about the panorama of what goes on within reactions. So I'm looking forward to this. Jason Eady, I did his AM Country Heaven song a year or two ago, and I gave it a 10, and it was blocked worldwide. I was so bummed at that. So, because getting blocked is kind of rare. I'd say it happens in less than 5% of the videos. All right, let's see if we get away with this one. Here we go.
Here we are again.
Gonna be tongue in cheek.
Stuck in our corners of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some fight left in you. Lately I've been giving up too soon. Yeah, I used to want to make up, but now the sting just lingers on.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry that I'm going, but I'll sure be glad when I'm gone.
Oh, Jesus. I have a feeling that a female wrote this originally to be sung by a female, but I could be totally wrong because Jason knows his stuff when it comes to songwriting, and this equally applies to a guy. I know this feeling, by the way. I think we all do. All right. I love this guy.
Seems like every day is more of the same for you and me. I'm too busy trying to please you when you don't even know what you need. Yeah, I'm running on empty, and leaving seems to be the only way. But I guess I realize that I've run out of reasons to stay. Well, I guess I could stick around, break us down one night at a time. But honey, you're stuck in your ways, and it's time that I start getting on with mine. I'm sad to say it's over, but I'm thinking I've been hanging on too long.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry that I'm going, but I'll sure be glad when I'm gone.
Is that Courtney? Fiddle? Bass drum, bass drum, bass drum.
There's a part of me who wants to be the one to take the fall, but I know how good I'm gonna feel when I stop banging my head against this wall. Yeah, I've try to do what's right, but all my rights keep turning into wrong.
Right, wrong.
And I'm sorry that I'm going, but I'll sure be glad when I'm gone. Well, I guess I could stick around, break us down one night at a time. But honey, you're stuck in your ways, and it's time that I start getting on with mine.
I love that line.
I'm sad to say it's over, but I'm thinking I've been hanging on too long. I'm sorry that I'm going, but I'll sure be glad when I'm gone. I'm sorry that I'm going, but I'll sure be glad when I'm gone.
That's a good line too. It's then like the common response to that, and like when you say, "I'm sorry that I'm leaving, but I'm sure gonna be glad when I'm gone," then the common response is like, "Well, then you're not really sorry." And it's like, no, you're sorry for one part of it. You're sorry that it's breaking up, that there's a hurt involved. But based on how things have gone recently or over long enough, I gotta get going, and I'll be happy. It's sort of like the image that came to mind was the caterpillar in the cocoon, and then it sort of turns into a butterfly, and then it's got to fight its way out through the webbing or whatever you call it, and then it can fly. But without the fight, it doesn't. The wings don't have strength to fly. It has to sort of go through that process. But that was sort of like the image that I had of what he's dealing with. I also like the way he sang this comported with the emotion he was feeling. Like, had he sung this way too happily, I mean, I guess he could have gotten away with that, but the song would have had to have been structured a bit differently. The instrumentation would have had to have been a bit different. It would have had to been mixed differently. So many different parts of it. What he was feeling was sort of like lethargy with partial enthusiasm to get going. And that is how he sang it. And the fiddle was in there to sort of give you a little bit of a boost emotionally without knowing it. It didn't come from his voice. It obviously came from an instrument, which is the beauty of songs and putting them together. But his voice was sort of like subdued. But the fiddle told you, yeah, he's going to get going. And I like that line that he said, "You're stuck in your way, so it's best I get on with, or it's best, or it's time I get on with mine." That's good songwriting, because that word, I think it's the antenna-classis. It's like word clashing. That's like the nerdy way of putting it, where you've got words used in the same context, different definitions, different meaning. Like, so she's stuck in her ways, her habits, like that, but it's time for him to get on his way. And I love that kind of songwriting where they take, it's really brilliant. Like, I'm much more of a linear thinker. I try to colorize my writing, like with metaphor and such, but some people are naturally gifted to it. And that's emblematic of it, right? Representative of that kind of songwriting where you see things in a colorized way. You shift meanings of words, you spot them, and you put them down. And for some folks, it comes naturally. And whether Jason's one of them or not, or whether he needs to take more time or hand it over to Courtney and let her colorize it, I don't know. But in any case, it came out well. So Roger, that was good stuff. I can relate to this too. I hate that I can relate to it. And part of me likes it because it means I'm living life, and life can be measured by the number of messes life has to be messy, otherwise you're not living it. Because we're humans, and it's a dynamic world in which we live, and other people are going to take exception to us. We'll take exception to them. Hopefully we can stick things out. Doesn't always work that way. I am coming in, I'm torn between two numbers. That's an 8.9. That was the first number that popped into my head. So I go with that one, but the other number was the 9.0 because I love the fiddle in this part. And just, I had in my mind's eye that it was probably Courtney, but I don't know. It could have been, somebody else playing it, but Courtney Patton, for those of you, Jason and Courtney are kind of an item. They're married. So, all right, that's it. We can thank Roger Smith for that one. Roger, thank you for that, my friend. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.